There you go.
Hello and welcome back to the Too Many Words podcast. I am accompanied by my co-host Jordan, and I am your Isaac William Joseph. We got a guest in studio today. Do we even call this one a guest?
Yeah,
he's a guest.
He's technically
we got Mason James coming from our sports podcast, the Too Many Sports cast.
He was supposed to be a guest before that podcast was even
a thing.
Yeah.
And you were supposed to be wearing a Too Many Words t-shirt because you did all the things that we needed to do for a t-shirt special.
Yes, I did.
But my girlfriend's a little bit occupied with things now, and don't worry, we're going to be working on it.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually really good that you were the first to do it, so for us to realize, oh shit, we don't actually know how to do this when it comes to these.
Well, I was leaving it entirely up to you. So
these custom shirts. But anyways, let me continue the intro. Today is Tuesday, November 8th. It's 10:36 at night, baby girls.
We
We're
are
starting
recording
a little bit late.
an hour late.
It's okay. We're if anybody's seeing on YouTube, I don't know if you can see this, but we got some different technologies in the room right now, given some hoops that we have to jump through because of various devices belonging to various people, and us having to change the game a little bit with what people can bring to the table when they do guest on the podcast. Mason, introduce yourself.
I am Mason James. What do you want to know?
What do I want to know? I want to know if you could speak up a little bit more and get a little bit closer to your mic. One or the other, I don't care.
I'm Mason James.
Yeah?
Yep.
Where are you from?
Des Moines.
Cool. Which podcast are you from?
Too Many Sportscast.
The Too Many Sportscast. The name was workshopped a little bit, but I guess...
we're not changing it.
Yeah, we're not changing the name. The Too Many Sportscast. Considering that the Too Many Words podcast is probably going to be for a very long time a more popular podcast.
Yep.
Anybody that discovers the sports podcast is most likely coming from here. So, yeah, the Too Many Sportscast. Mason, let's advertise this secondary podcast real quick. But let's have you advertise it. What do we do on that sportscast?
Well, we make NFL predictions for every week. And we also talk about sports entertainment as
they do some gay shit.
Boxing, other stuff like that. We
Real
talk
gay.
about football, basketball, a little bit about baseball, hockey. Just two dudes talk about sports.
Yeah, and we're just normal fans just like you or I, and I think there's a little bit of groundedness just like this podcast. This podcast is kind of just like random conversation, but take that random conversation and make it only sports. That's what we got going on over at the sports podcast. So yeah, if you're interested at all, if you like sports, go check out the Too Many Sportscast. But I think that's enough of jerking my own chain. Jordan, how was your week, bro?
Fucking tired.
Tired?
I want to say something real quick. You said you didn't know what the camera is recording. Pretty much essentially just our faces and the poster. I can't see. You can't even see that. Can't see that.
Okay. Good visual. Can it see my nipples right now?
Are your nipples poking through your shirt?
So it could if my nipples were out.
Yeah.
Okay, dope.
Nice.
What about my third nipple? It's like...
Is that your penis?
It's no. It's like between my penis and my original nipples.
So your belly button.
Something like that. A little higher.
Okay. Probably.
Probably? Okay, dope.
It's capturing you in your entirety.
Anyways. Yeah, Jordan, do you have anything else to say about your week, brother?
I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen you, because, we never see each other anymore.
Yeah.
Don't even talk to each other as often anymore. It kind of makes me sad. But, it's just how it goes when someone moves away.
Bro, it's not that hard.
We've been dealing with, a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Isaac's been super busy. I've been super busy.
Holy shit, I've been dealing with, a lot of stuff.
Every waking moment I have had that I'm not at work, I have been doing something. It's annoying. It's because I've been spending so much damn time at work. I never have time to do any of the things I want to do or need to do.
Yeah.
But no, it's been. I've gotten some things at work. Things are going really, really good right now.
Sweet.
Like really, really good. Except for the fact
when are you manager?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
All right. In the episode, yeah.
Yeah.
Dope.
Maybe.
Dope.
Anyways, the only problem was I got moved to morning shifts. That's not a problem. That's a good thing.
That is not a problem because that means we're going to be available at the same time.
Oh yeah. And I'll be able to play more Dungeons and Dragons.
Sure.
That's something I need to talk to you about still.
I mean, I got Thanksgiving break coming up. I got Christmas break coming up.
So my first day on mornings did not go as planned. I did a 10
You slept in?
No, I did a 10-hour shift without a break.
Oof. I hate those.
Don't you get like a free meal for that?
No.
I think you can bitch to HR.
I opted out of taking my break because I was so far behind with what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to run backstock. I was supposed to get done in about 4 hours. It took me 8. So.
Oh,
damn.
That's because it was my first time really doing what I was doing, which was the end cases and stocking and whatnot. So I haven't really formulated a system or anything yet, and I didn't even know how things were working. I was very confused the entire time essentially, and it was just overall not a great time. Like that meeting, it's just like, man, I'm just straight up not having a good time right now.
Honestly, when it comes to position changes, more so job changes, there's always that event that really challenges your emotion and a little bit of adversity when you're in a new position or you're in a new job, where that day might be the first day, might be within the first month or 2 weeks, where you just have a lot of things go wrong and you're just questioning the change. And I've had that. I remember crying in the deep freezer when I got moved to dairy because I kept on breaking stuff that day. It was just not a good day. I've had a signature bad day early on in every single occupational change I've ever had. But it's I get past that one day, and most days are all pretty all right after that.
Yeah,
it's an emotional thing that you gotta jump.
I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah. Well, everybody's nervous on their first day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's only gonna get better from here. So James, if you're listening, hey, I promise I'll be doing better. Anyways, so something happened with online shopping. All the online shoppers, I believe, all of them, got a $2 raise.
Really?
Full time.
Are you allowed to be talking about that?
Yeah, it's public right now because it wasn't public at first.
It's nowhere is written that talking about wages at Hy-Vee is a fireable offense, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool, because I don't believe in that shit either.
Anyways, so part-timers that had been there for 6 months, making $16 an hour.
Jesus.
Part-timers. Been there for 6 months.
I'm a part-timer. I make almost 17.
I'm a full-timer. I've been with Hy-Vee for 7 years. It'll be 7 years in 2 months. I made 15.
You need a raise.
So yeah, people found out about that because it was hush hush initially. You weren't supposed to talk about it, but obviously it got out. Because
I hate companies that are you're not supposed to talk about your wage. No, talk about your wages, guys. Okay, yes. Unless you've written down on some sort of paperwork on the day that you got hired that you understand that's a fireable offense for talking about it. Honestly, personally, I wouldn't work for that company. But if you did, that's the only reason to not talk about it. Okay? But if there's nothing that says you will get fired if you talk about wages, bro, go ahead and talk about wages. Okay? You're missing out on money opportunities. Okay? It's your well-being versus a company that is doing just fine. But yeah, go ahead, Jordan.
Obviously, word got out. People were pissed off. People were very pissed off. Actually, as a matter of fact,
I'm pissed off. I've always been pissed off.
Meat department found out first because right now, online shopping is Hy-Vee's biggest moneymaker. Second is meat department. Meat department was originally the first, but then online shopping became giant.
Yeah.
So people started talking. Meat department found out first. James, my manager, he went to upper management and was like, "What the fuck is this bullshit?" He was very angry. And as I've talked about him before, he gets a little heated sometimes. But this time,
Who?
James, the manager.
James.
But this time it was. A lot of times it's honestly warranted. I've been working in meat department as long as I have, which we're approaching 8 months now, I think, which is wild.
That is actually kind of wild, bro. It feels like you're still new at that meat department,
Anyways, but this time was especially warranted because that was horseshit, is what it was. It was completely bullshit. It shouldn't have been. That shouldn't. I'm okay with them getting raises. I'm not okay with them not giving raises to everyone else. That's why I've never complained about my raises being, just the same as everyone else's. Because, honestly, I'm okay with that. As long as I'm making more money, I don't really care. When everyone else is making more money than I am, that's when I start to care. But, so something eventually came about that. Every department got a review. And I am now getting $1.50 raise.
Nice.
Which is not as much I was hoping, but it's more. It's more. It's better. Definitely better than nothing.
Honestly, though, if you keep your mouth shut, a company's gonna sleuth your ass. Okay, that goes for anybody.
Yeah.
It happened
Yeah.
to my mom. My mom has been making less an hour than me, and I've been jumping jobs. My mom had always worked for Great Clips, and I don't know, the last 4 years I've been getting wages more hourly than her, and it's because she gets tips. But one in the hand is worth two in the bush, bro, okay? You gotta get that guaranteed money.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, speak up about what you're getting paid about, okay? It's self-respect to have that conversation at least once a year with someone significant in your business. My factory actually does something really cool. Once a year, depending on how business is going, the whole company gets a small percentage raise on whatever you're making. It goes up. This past one, it went up by, I think, it's either 6% or 0.6%. I can't really remember, but either way, my wage went up by almost $1, and that was pretty nice. So, yeah. Blue-collar jobs are just really cool sometimes.
I'm assuming you let Mason know about our rules regarding vaping, right?
Oh, yeah, no vaping.
No vaping with tank systems. I'm okay with a pod as long as you don't produce a big-ass cloud.
And don't vape into the mic.
Don't vape in the mic.
Dear God, that's the only thing that was wrong with Simon's
If you can
episode.
just swallow the smoke, that'd be even better.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Sorry, I didn't even notice, but yeah, it was not great
I haven't
audibly.
even hit it yet.
Yeah, I saw it in your hand. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
we better reiterate that.
But let me get into announcements.
I want to say if James ever does listen to this, I've actually grown to really like him. He's ever since we had that meeting where I got in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like a different person. I don't know. It's weird to say, but I've grown to really respect. Oh, my voice cracked. Really,
He's getting emotional, boys.
Really respect him as like a mentor, actually. Because honestly, he is good at what he does, and he knows his stuff. So yeah.
Dope. It's been such a messy week off since last recording. Everything's just been so hectic from my point of view.
We recorded Saturday, right? So
Sunday.
Oh yeah, Sunday.
So it's been a week and 3 days.
9 days? No.
9 or 10 days.
Either way, it's been
a while.
Long time.
A lot of stuff happened in between each of those.
Yeah.
Depressing.
I wanted to say that we could probably have recorded that episode with your papa either yesterday or today, but shit just got.
It's okay.
Busy.
Honestly, that was going to be... So, for those of you who are... that need some context, we were going to interview my papa, who is a veteran, an Army veteran, and it was going to come out on Veterans Day. And it was going to be just a short interview with some conversations about him, his experience, maybe some advice, his opinions on a couple of things, whatever it may have been. It got canceled due to personal things. But, you know, what I told my papa a few times, and what I probably told a couple other people a few times regarding it, is there is no timetable on respecting veterans and honoring them, so we can just do that whenever we are all available once again. So, yeah, eventually we will get another interview opportunity with him, and we'll pull through with it. Anyways, let me finally get into the announcements. We're 15 minutes in.
That's fine.
I forgot the announcements because, like, yeah, everything's just been really messy personally for us. But as you guys know, as you guys have heard, we have an Instagram account at Too Many Words Podcast. We will keep on advertising that at the front of the episode until we get 100 followers. And we will continue to shout out the followers until we hit 100 followers. I'm going to put the following shout outs at the beginning of the episode just to spice things up a little bit. Mason.
What's up, man?
You had just made a personal Instagram less than an hour ago for reasons that they'll hear about later in this episode. What's your @ brother?
What is it again?
Oh my goodness, do I
Man's
have to
forgot
go
it
check?
already.
I'm pretty sure it's MJ King James 420.
At MJ King James 420. Followed us just minutes before we started recording.
Memorize that to heart.
All right.
Coming from someone who hasn't memorized his, mostly just because I use so many different names.
But other than him, we had
I'm figuring it out
3
right
new
now.
followers throughout the week. We have at Dora.Carol.71.
That's right. My grandma made an Instagram and a TikTok.
Nice.
Wait, she made those just to follow us?
No, I don't know if it's just to follow us, but she made one.
Wow, she's been enlightened recently about something. But at V.Rat, at VRat started following us. That's my boy
Hey!
Mikey. Our boy Mikey. I was wondering when he was going to start following the pod because
He's been really busy lately, too. So
that dude's been in my corner since day one. I've been in his corner since day one. Honestly, Mikey, took you too long, boy. But you know what? I'm glad you're aboard. And then finally, at Nick_Long237. Nick Long, a guy I used to work in the meat department with at Hy-Vee. Oh, what do you know? Full circle story right there. But awesome kid. Thanks for following. I'd love to hear from you. This is an open invite for you to join the pod, guest on the pod, because I'd like to catch up with you, bro. You're one of the few people that I didn't hate when I worked at the meat
my
department.
Instagram is just my name.
Yeah.
Thanks.
What's your Instagram at, brother?
Jordan Van Cleef.
Jordan Van Cleef?
That's me.
No dot Van Cleef or
nope,
anything?
it's just Jordan Van Cleef.
Okay.
Bet, bro, I'll follow you.
Follow at MJ King James
Yep, follow me.
420.
Yep.
Jordan is at Jordan Van Cleef. And my @ is at I_William Joseph.
Also, I noticed
If you ever want to follow the personals, I
you
guess.
sent me a God of War like fan art cover thing. Comes out tonight.
Really?
Ragnarok
I
comes
thought
out
it
tonight.
looked pretty
I
cool.
pre-ordered it. I'm ready. I'm ready for it, baby. I'm gonna.
Okay, so do we want to talk about our social media schedule before at the front
Hey,
of
whatever
the
you
episode
think,
or
baby
at the
girl.
end of the episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you think, baby girl.
Honestly, let's. I feel like the social media schedule might be boring to some, so we'll do that at the end of the episode. Let me talk about how I'm cousins with Hannah.
Wait,
Not actually.
what?
Not actually. I was almost cousins with Hannah.
Please tell me the story.
Oh my goodness, I was told this on the drive here, that I was almost cousins with Hannah. Okay, for those of you who haven't been listening to the previous episodes, Hannah's my girlfriend.
Wait a sec.
She almost became my cousin.
Stop. I want you to know you legitimately left me speechless just now.
Yeah.
Like I was having difficulty making noises.
That would have been weird as fuck, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Please continue.
Yeah,
This
please
is
continue
this
the
is
story.
great.
Oh man. So, due to what recently has happened to Hannah and the family, her dad has been over frequently already. I think it's actually a really cool thing. It'll get me to know Nathan a little bit more, her dad. He's always been a fun guy. He's always been a funny guy. And
this is her biological dad, right? Because she
no.
has a stepdad too.
Stepdad
Okay.
is Nathan. That's actually the only person that she will call dad.
Okay.
Because, sometimes bio dads are kind of shitty.
I have one.
Her bio dad is one of them. But anyways, Nathan, really cool guy. And I'm excited to see him over a little bit more often when I'm there. But anyways, apparently he showed up today, and the first thing he says to Hannah is, "Where's Isaac?" I'm like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. Nope. Hannah passes the phone to him on my way here when I'm on the call with her.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Do you have an aunt named Jennifer?" Now, we've all had those conversations where, do you have a relative named this? And it's always something juicy. I feel like those are the most exciting, fun fact freaking stories. But anyways, he's like, "Do you have an aunt named Jennifer?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "She used to be married to this guy named Mike." I'm like, "Yeah. I was engaged to Mike's sister at one point." I'm like, "How about a what?" He's like, "Yeah, you would have been my nephew." I'm like, oh my gosh. If my aunt never got a divorce, if he ultimately married that woman,
It would have been like
Hannah would have been a distant cousin of mine.
yeah. That would have been like a second cousin twice
Yeah.
removed or something like
So
that.
technically, it would have been okay.
Shut the hell up.
It would have been okay.
It would have been okay.
Like not even like remotely considerable to not be okay, honestly, with how distant
there
you
would
are.
there wouldn't be any inbred babies from that, but
Oh,
But
hell
like
no.
that would still be that'd be a story to tell your kids.
That would
That'd
be.
be a story to tell your kids.
But
That
after
definitely would
hearing
be.
that, we get done with the phone call. Hey, goodbye, love you. Goodbye, I love you. And then once I'm done driving, once I drive here, I sit in the car and I text her, "You would have had a crush on your cousin, loser." And yeah, that's just a really fun thing that I learned today. Really, it's a story like that can really lighten up a situation a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was.
That's wild.
I can't get over that. I'm
that's
definitely
really
telling
wild.
like a lot of people that exact story for a while in the next week.
I got a question.
What's up?
Did you get invited to Brooke's wedding?
No.
No.
Okay.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Well, I know she doesn't
Thank
like
you,
me.
but I haven't talked to her forever.
Okay,
That or like she may have thought that
I
we
don't
still
think she
live together,
dislikes
so
me.
because like I get a +1 obviously, but like
Okay. I didn't know she was getting married. Congratulations to her.
Yep, next year.
I talked shit about her car in the other episode, but yeah, congratulations.
I didn't even know she was getting
Mason,
engaged.
what you been up to this week that's at least interesting?
Just work. I went to a movie actually.
What was that?
Pray for the Devil.
Really?
Yes.
You've been going to a lot of movies then. Did Jordan go see Black Adam yet?
No.
Oh, I guess we can't talk about that yet.
Such a great fucking movie.
You said you'll pay for it, right?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm broke right now.
Isaac, when we going to Wakanda Forever?
When are we going to Wakanda Forever?
Yep.
That comes out.
Soon.
Honestly?
The 11th or 12th, one or two.
That actually is a pretty good segue.
Yeah,
Guys,
a couple days. I don't know.
I might go to a movie theater by myself for the first time ever on Friday or something a few days
Yeah, the
after.
11th.
Why?
Comes out the 11th.
So, with Wakanda Forever coming out on the 11th, there's another movie that comes out that day that, since it's rivaling the MCU, nobody's talking about it. Nobody's hearing about it. The only reason why I know about it is because I'm doing a research paper on Steven Spielberg.
What movie?
Apparently, this Friday, November 11th, The Fabelmans come out.
What is that?
It's a movie about Steven Spielberg's life and his dynamic with his parents.
I did hear about. I knew there was a Steven Spielberg biopic or something like that coming out.
Yeah, honestly, okay. So I'm not gonna get completely into it. I actually think it's appropriate that we do a episode on what I know about Steven Spielberg after I've written the
He's
thing.
always been one of my
After
favorites.
I've done the presentation in class about Steven Spielberg. Dude, I'm so prepared to know a little bit of everything about that guy, because he's inherently inspiring, his journey, and he's got like this whole thing about how he personally marries almost every project he ever did, and that's why a lot of his stories are so relatable. They're so heartfelt. You know, a lot of directors write and direct or produce, or, you know, a lot of directors do more than just direct. But the real question is, what is just a director do? Yeah, the workload can vary from project to project. You know, some directors, they show up and say action and cut. But what a director wants to be, what I personally think a director should be, is a man that is intimate with what he wants the viewer to see. And I think that's very important, and that's what he did in almost every single one of his projects. And yeah, I think I'm going to give it a good whole retrospective shebang on one of these future episodes once I fully know about him. But little tidbit, he always had this struggle with his parents and their divorce and how he viewed it and whose fault it was. And if you actually watch parental figures in these movies of his, they almost kind of change with his perspective on his parents, because it changes quite a few times as he gets older. And honestly, like the mom in E.T., the couple that has to watch over a kid in the first Jurassic Park movie, Schindler's List, you know, things like that.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. If you pay attention to that, it has continuity that's gone for so long it'll make the MCU jealous. Okay? And I'm just so excited. And I feel so lucky that I decided to pick a guy who coincidentally has a movie coming out this month that I could almost, depending on what the movie is, you know, what angle it takes it from, that I could most likely use for research in this research paper. And I'm super excited to watch The Fabelmans. You guys are invited to come with me if you are available, but I honestly I almost can guarantee that I might see it twice, and one of those times it's going to be me in my notes app. But yeah, it's going to be super exciting. The Fabelmans.
I'll be down to go watch it with you.
Will you open the windows, Isaac? It's getting
Yeah,
fucking
sure.
hot in here.
Mason, say something funny.
Try not to bump the camera.
Something funny. What's funny, guys?
Just
Your fucking face.
Well, my life is funny. It's a joke, you know.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
No.
Um,
This man is having a baby.
yeah.
Look at that. Look at this fucking ugly son of a bitch. He's gonna have a child. Definitely gonna look way better than he does.
Oh yeah. Motherfuckers always
Isaac,
packing
also,
a lighter.
will
down
you
there,
get something from the top right drawer right there? Top right.
Is this the Steelbook? Oh my god! Best friend!
This was a surprise.
Yes.
Oh wait, really?
Yes.
This is dope. Okay, so for those watching on YouTube, I just saw, for some reason I thought it was like the one that I bought. But yeah, Jordan just bought me the Thor Love and Thunder Steelbook.
Open it. Take a look at it. Come
A
on.
thing that we talked about the same day that we saw it in theaters. This is actually cool. I didn't know of Steelbooks until he had mentioned it that day. This is actually really special, and this is why Jordan is actually quite a clutch friend a lot of times, actually.
When it comes to collector items, you know I got you right, baby girl.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness, bro. This is so cool.
What's a steel book?
It's a
This is a Steelbook.
stainless steel your Blu-ray case.
Oh, dope.
This is really dope, actually. Now I got a copy that I can pop in at any time, anywhere. And now I got a special copy that I can just, put on the shelf.
And some people do frame the steelbook, like they'll frame it like this, or they'll frame it the opposite way. Like I've seen that before.
That's really cool. Really cool. Let's
That is dope, bro.
Okay.
Did you like my segue there?
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
We were talking about movies. I was like, this will be great. I'll have them open the windows because I'm hot.
Well, let's talk about a hard segue. Horrible transition. I'd like to put out a apology for something that I've stated and still kind of irks me that I stated it. Because, on this podcast, we say a lot of things, right? And, we're just riffing. This podcast ain't scripted, okay? We're under the improv section on Spotify, right? Sometimes we say things and we think we've covered it all, but even afterward, it's like, oh, there's a couple things here and there that I forgot to cover. People are going to be left a little bit confused. And it's when I touched on my relationship with Jesus and the dynamic of what this podcast will be. Okay. So, I after playing it back a few times when it was a brand new episode, if you want to know specifically what that episode was, it's episode 5, What Inspires Viking and Panda. See, I did think I played a really good job of not leaning on either side too much when I was talking about Jesus and spreading the message. But what I said was, what I basically was insinuating was that I don't run into people that don't know Jesus. Now, when we talk about the concept of people who don't know Jesus, there's a lot of variations on what that could mean. But let me talk about what I meant when I said that, when I said the message has been spread, okay? When I talk about that, I'm talking about as a Midwestern kid who doesn't travel outside the country at all, and all I've heard about is stories from my pastor who has talked about, what's it called? When they travel, when a church travels. Mission trip, or whatever. But anyways, he would have stories about going to South America or Africa or wherever it may be, and he runs into people that legitimately are brand new to even hearing about the Christian faith, and he'll talk them up about what this means in the Bible and what that means in the Bible. That's the kind of not knowing Jesus that I was talking about. But when it comes to the other side of not knowing Jesus, people who have heard of the Christian faith, people who have gotten the gist of who Jesus is, but haven't had an emotional experience of at least giving a chance to fall in love with the faith. That's also people who have never known Jesus. Just because you've heard of Jesus doesn't mean you've known of Jesus. And that is definitely not the version of people that don't know Jesus that I was talking about. We run into those people every single day. But yeah, I was not trying to show ignorance to those people or anything like that, nor am I trying to show ignorance to people who doesn't really give a squat about religion or spirituality or something like that, right, guys? You guys are kind of silent. Am I doing anything wrong here?
No, you're just talking a lot.
Okay.
I actually had a missionary, I think it's called, hit me up on Facebook today, asking me if they could send me a video about faith.
Yeah? What'd you say?
He deleted it.
I deleted it.
Oh, okay. That's okay. A lot of it's spam and morality over actual faith, but it's whatever. Yeah. But the reason why I ever said that, or the reason why I ever have thoughts like that, is because one time I was at church, right? You know Penn and Teller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Magic guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the bigger guy, which one is that?
I think that's
Penn.
Penn?
Think.
Apparently, at my church, they shared a video that Penn made. Notorious atheist, by the way. Okay.
I actually knew about that.
He was talking about his personal experience with a guy who either gave him a pamphlet or at least brought up the Christian faith and stuff like that. He was talking about, I think what the pastor was trying to use this video for was the simplicity in sharing the message. Because what Penn says, he has like this realization that Christians who don't spread the message is like watching someone get hit by a truck and not even bother to try and warn them or save them. Now, that's all cute and peachy keen and stuff like that. That's a really, really, really good metaphor, right? Penn continues to be an atheist even after that. And I tell exactly what I'm telling you guys, and I told this to my Nana on how I should do this apology. But my Nana says that there is a difference between knowing Jesus and rejecting Jesus. It's just, it really, I don't know. The video just really made me question the entire point if you continue to be atheist afterward. Or, like, not even think about, I don't know, diving a little bit deeper than running into a nice old man who was talking about the Christian faith. But that's all I'm really going to tap onto it. For those who think Christianity is absolutely disgusting, I guess that was a rough 3.5 minutes for you.
Sorry,
but
guys.
that's all I'm going to really tap on for that. Where's my phone? I got more notes. Does anybody have like anything significant that they wanted to share on this episode? Did anybody do any other planning or intention to bring up something really cool or interesting?
No.
Didn't the NFL honors happen today?
We're not talking about sports. Shut the fuck up.
NFL honors is like at the end of the season.
Well, I saw something about ESPN post something about
Yeah,
NFL honors.
mid-season predictions,
Oh,
like we did last night.
nice.
Oh yeah, by the way, the sports podcast will come out every Wednesday now.
Why?
Isaac says so.
Just because. Suspicious. I know. Yeah, Midday Mondays was a thing for only a week. It was so catchy. Midday Mondays!
Yep.
Wait, no, what was it after that?
Midday Wednesdays.
Midday Wednesdays.
Well, you've recorded 3 episodes now, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
It was the first episode and then the second episode, and now the third episode's going to come out on Wednesday.
Then that's 2 weeks.
A week.
Okay.
From one week to the other.
He's stupid. He's stupid. I'm sorry.
From one Monday to the other Monday. That is a week and a day, sir. But anyways, let's see. You know what? Screw that. I'll talk about that on the sports podcast. A pro NFL ex-player is running for office in Georgia.
Who?
Herschel Walker. But I guess we'll tap into that a little bit more. I saw him on my school TV, and the school TV has always CNN, for some reason. But yeah, Herschel Walker is running for office in Georgia, and I think that's absolutely
Hey, if Arnold
hilarious.
can do it, he can do it too, bro.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually a really good point. If Arnold Schwarzenegger can run for office in California and win and be the fucking governor of California for like a long ass time,
Vote the Rock.
then literally, honestly, anyone could do it.
Let me rephrase what you said. If Arnold can run for a state that he can't even pronounce, anybody can run for office, okay? Follow your dreams, fellas.
Vote the Rock for president.
Wait, was The Rock born in America?
Hawaii.
Well, Schwarzenegger wasn't.
No. You can be born outside of
Oh, okay.
America
I'm talking
and be
about
like
Like I
a
said,
senator.
for president,
President,
for
bro.
president, you have to be a
For
Vote
the
the
born.
Rock.
president, you
President.
have to be born in
Hey,
America.
if Kanye West can run for president, vote the Rock for president.
Kanye West was born in America.
So was the Rock, bro. He was born in Hawaii.
He
Hawaii is
was
part
born
of
in Hawaii,
America.
yeah.
Okay.
He's Samoan. So.
Okay.
Didn't you watch Young Rock?
No,
Oh?
I don't watch Young
I've actually
Rock.
been watching Young Rock. It's
That's a
actually
thing?
really good. Yes,
Yeah,
it's on Peacock.
Young Rock. It's really
talks
intriguing
about-
looking, but like I'm not like a sitcom watcher.
The
so.
fuck? It
It's-
sounds stupid, to be
It's
honest.
basically it's him running for president in like 2032, and it goes through his campaign, and then he tells stories about like his childhood and about his dad Rocky Johnson, and like all the old wrestlers that Isaac likes, like Ric Flair's in there, the Wild Samoans, Stone Cold, young Stone Cold's in there, and everything. It's actually really good. I just finished like the first 2 seasons that they have on there, but I recommend it. I
That's
like
my
it.
namesake. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
But yeah, it tells you the names he had before The Rock, and you got a nice beard going, bro.
I do, actually. It's not...
It also talks about how he went and played football for Miami, and tried to go in the NFL but didn't make it, and played out all the way in Canada. It's dope. It's nice to learn about The Rock, you know. But yeah, I'm saying vote The Rock for president. Fuck it. YOLO.
He's not running.
Oh well, so
Maybe he will.
maybe he will eventually. We don't need somebody like Trump and shit in there again.
Anyways,
Vote The Rock.
I don't remember if I had the new glasses my last recording or not.
No.
They look
But
good, bro.
I've got new glasses. They're pretty pimp, I think.
I
Speaking of pimp,
I love
Big
the
pimp.
clear.
honestly,
I do too.
I've been looking at clear ones too when I was looking for glasses that I like.
Very
the clear is
sexy.
really nice.
it's a very specific style. It's oh my
It's
goodness, it
smexy,
looks
bro.
so
I
good.
like it.
Anyways, speaking of, what did I just say?
You had a nice
Your
beard.
glasses?
No, before that, I was like, speaking of, what did I say?
Something about penises, bro.
Stop.
Oh shoot! No, really, Mason. What was he saying?
I don't know.
Honestly, when you said "speaking of," I kind of just stretched and I was like, "Okay, he's gonna bring in something new," and then you forgot it.
Well, you were talking, so.
Well, I was looking this way. I don't know what you're talking about. You started.
Oh, speaking of pimp, did
Pimp.
you see my Snapchat video about the new Starbucks cups?
Yeah,
Which ones? I was just at Starbucks.
They're
they're
just-
all gold.
They're just
Oh, I saw
gold.
those. I saw
Those are
yeah.
pimp as fuck, dude.
They had pink ones too.
I want one so bad, actually.
Here's the thing about that. I'm not crazy about the look of anything if it has a Starbucks logo on it.
But I ain't gonna lie, I saw it today. They have
See,
pink ones too.
doesn't
They
do
look
it for
pretty
me.
good.
I think you're just a weirdo, just because like one
I'm
little thing could
not
just put it off for
anti
you.
Starbucks or anything.
They're like
It's
the
just
studs, right?
I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like their own logo does not go with like a lot of their products.
Well, in all gold it does.
I mean, you just ignore the logo.
The,
Problem solved.
the logo's gold too.
It's all gold. It's like, so there's this very specific style, the Starbucks cups that I've grown to absolutely love, and apparently everyone else has too, because they keep making more of them. They're the studded ones. They like got little diamonds on them. I bought one because they had a matte black one. I bought it like 3 years ago. It was amazing. I used it a lot. I dropped it on the ground. It broke. Still have it. It's just broken. Then they came out with their Halloween ones this year, which were glow in the dark of the same style.
Ooh.
I really wanted to buy one. They
Alright,
sold
that's a
out
cool
instantly.
That's cool.
The Christmas ones now are just fucking gold, just really shiny metallic gold, and
They're
or chrome
beautiful.
gold, and
They
they
also
look
have
so
pink.
pimp. And I want one just for the fucking memes, dude.
I'll get you a pink
Oh my
one.
goodness, I don't want a pink one. I want the gold
Fine.
one.
What if we get matching gold?
Pink
ones?
one just looks stupid. It's the gold pimpness of it.
You know what I remembered
Big
the other day? So lately I've been thinking about trimming my beard.
Bro, it's No Shave November. You cannot shave it.
I'm not shaving it.
But
Neither am I.
I finally remembered for this year. This is going to be the third Christmas in a row that I wanted to do this, but I had stupidly shaved my beard. Christmas tree beard.
You should do it.
Christmas decoration beard.
That's right.
We should all do that. Look at
We could clip
look at
our-
all
You know,
three
we
of us.
actually could.
All three of us are on a
'Cause,
really
like,
good pace.
My
You
beard,
actually
bro.
got some thickness in your face right
Yeah,
now.
like I mean, give it another month. Like by the time
Oh my
Christmas actually rolls
gosh.
around, we'll be perfect.
Mason, you want to join us for the Christmas special? We all have decorated beards.
Bet. Can I clip on
I mean,
some
I don't want to
ornaments?
return guests that soon. I want to get through our list of people.
I mean, he's kind of like in the Scaldstone family now. He works for us.
Well, yeah, but like that's on a different podcast.
So
I was gonna open.
if Mason's here for another
I was
month,
literally
consistently-
gonna open. All right, Mason. So the first and last time we'll ever be on a podcast together.
Damn, bro. It's like that?
Yeah.
It's really like that? You're my
'Cause
god brother.
I don't know if you're ever gonna have guests on your sports podcast.
We actually were
We're
supposed
gonna
to
have
have
one next week.
Really
We've
Yeah.
actually. My brother was supposed to be on it too, but he
flanked out.
sissied out.
What a
you know?
bitch.
If
We're
Jake,
gonna
if you're
have
listening, you're a whole
We're gonna have
asshole.
this cool guy named Evan Whitkey. By the time you guys actually are hearing this, Evan Whitkey, the Evan Whitkey episode will be out as of right now, because it's a weekly, up-to-date podcast. That's whatever we plan on doing. It's
Okay, we get it.
scheduled. Blah, 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 blah.
Who is this
Yeah.
person?
Evan Whitkey loves wrestling wholeheartedly.
Oh wait,
And
this
that's that guy that asked to be on this podcast, but he's like, yeah, let's be honest, bro. I'll talk about wrestling like the entire time, and I'm like, okay, that's a sports podcast.
Bro, for real.
That's
the
a
whole
sports
time?
podcast. What's wrong with him talking about WWE the whole
it's
time?
a sport.
I like talking about football.
So
There's more sports than
what
football.
the sports
Oh, I
podcast?
know. We
It's
each
literally
have our-
called the Too Many Sports Podcast.
The
I know,
two
too many sports to
strongest,
talk about.
the two strongest subjects that I intended on. The freaking logo is a WWE Championship.
Yeah,
Anyways.
it is dope.
The two main subjects on that sportscast is going to be football and wrestling.
Yep.
You know?
And hockey's a close third.
Hockey is a close third. I love hockey so much, dude. I love hockey so much. But, when football and hockey season is gone, you still got wrestling. So, it's good. It's a really good balance.
There's some sport going on.
Roman
at
Reigns
all
is
times.
good.
There's that dark point in the year where only baseball's on.
Hey, baseball's good. I like baseball.
Dogs
I want to
are
go to more
Okay.
baseball games. But
So
Same.
baseball is actually a fun thing to go to. I think it's actually quite the opposite with like a football game,
Let's go to the
where
Dodgers.
I would rather watch a football game on TV than go to a football
that's
game.
because there's a lot.
Unless I would want to like check out the brand new stadium in Vegas, that's definitely on the bucket list. But like going to baseball games is better than going to football games, and watching football games is better than watching baseball games. Okay, that's law.
I
I
think
would
that's
say,
because
yeah.
there's a lot more money put into production, like TV production of football, and there's
That's because
also
there's so much money in it.
I ain't gonna lie though.
As
I've
in,
been to a
like,
Bears game.
Jeff
and that shit was
Bezos
intense.
invested in it. You know? Thursday Night Football.
also like with baseball, these people are throwing like balls at
90s.
like 100 miles an
yeah.
hour. There's you can't keep up with that with a camera.
That also
Like,
reminds me of a movie that I made a mental note that I need to watch. I'm an Oakland A's fan. I've never seen Moneyball. Have you seen Moneyball?
No, actually, I have not.
actually
Star-Lord
think I
is
have.
the pitcher.
Yeah, I know. It has a stellar cast.
Yeah,
actually,
insane cast. We need to watch that.
You know, actually, yeah.
All three of us should watch that.
Oh,
I
okay,
think I've
man.
already seen it.
That should definitely be a movie you and me watch together. Like, actually,
Yeah.
like I would love to watch that with
Jordan
you.
hates
What's-
me, y'all.
Wait, what's another movie that we said on the podcast that we would watch together?
I don't know. But that one specifically, that one I think needs to happen.
Moneyball. Yeah, we should do like a Moneyball review. We'll get like the whole 2.5 people that are interested in the Moneyball.
I
review.
think we should just watch like 3 movies,
Well, 1 or 2.
and we just have an episode that where we just talk about movies. Get it out of our
Oh, we've
system.
done that a couple times.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about just movies.
all right. Well, once you see Black Adam, that'll be one of them.
Okay,
Ooh,
I can work with that.
Yeah.
I can work with that.
I really like that movie.
I actually envision Mason being on here a little bit regularly, almost considering
I don't
that
want
he
that.
does work for us.
I mean, I'm not hating on Mason.
I think he's like an
He is-
honorary
he is
third
hating on me.
co-host.
but honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want that.
You know what? Yeah, he is pretty ugly.
No. I'm just saying, like, I want the emphasis on the different guests. Like,
Oh, just if you want Mason, go to the sports podcast. If you want Jordan, go.
I mean,
to
I'm
the
okay with
TMW
having
podcast.
Mason on here more often than once, but like, I don't want him to be frequent.
I love how we're having this conversation right here with him in the middle.
Yeah, this is really a BTS part, but like I said, I'm not actually hating on Mason. I love Mason. I've known him his entire life. I don't. Okay.
I tolerate him, and I will eventually profit off of him. Thanks, buddy.
Anyways, it's more of a how I want to co-host the podcast thing.
Mason's on the sports podcast just simply because I look smart around him.
I mean, yeah, and he's also
got great opinions on sports, guys.
And he's also your closest friend that knows a decent amount about sports.
I know a lot about sports.
I've actually talked to Mike about starting a podcast about
sports. I wanted to talk about
closest.
Jordan.
I said closest.
Okay.
I wanted to talk to Jordan about what he thinks is going to happen during the Bears versus
Lions are going to lose, obviously.
At least
Lions
you know
beat
it's
the
going to
Packers,
happen.
dog.
The Packers are doing dog shit this year.
The Packers suck.
I don't want to talk about sports, but I got to talk about it. Packers have been doing so awful
Aaron Rodgers, retire, bro.
I dropped Aaron Rodgers.
Retire, bro. Retire.
Like, oh my god, it's hilarious how bad they're doing this year. Wait a second,
we're all in the same fantasy league. Should we talk about this?
About what?
The fantasy league?
I mean, if you want, why not?
I don't have my stats.
Oh, bro. It's going to be a couple weeks until this episode comes out. But right now, we just got done with week 9 in the NFL. And, hey, I won this week, too.
I lost.
I need Mason and Connor to stop beating each other so they're not on my ass all year.
I guess I need a new kicker.
Yeah, now you're fourth. Wait, who's second? Oh, my goodness, Eli. Sneaking up on second. He's 6-3 just like me. Oh, my goodness. But do we have any immediate mental notes of how the fantasy season has gone so far, guys?
It's hit and miss every week.
Fuck.
Jordan?
What?
Anything to say about fantasy?
Well,
let me give a broad statement about it, right? Okay.
Do we have two people that are
as
out?
Expected. I'm number 1 in the league right now. Jordan, out of 8 people, is number 5. Good job, bro. Last week you were number 6.
I'm doing all right this year. Honestly, I think I'm putting a little bit more effort into it because I know a little bit more.
And Mason is number 4. So
I was number 2.
Right now in the room is ranked number 1, 4, and 5. Charlie, an ex-guy, he's ranked number 7.
The only person that's traded is Isaac. He's traded other people.
Jordan, it takes 2 to tango, bro. Jordan traded me Tyreek Hill.
That is the dumbest thing you could do.
I gave him Hunter Renfrow from the
I was like, Hunter Renfrow did me all right last year. So
you tweaked, bro. Tyreek Hill's the 2nd-ranked wide receiver in the league right now.
He's actually number 1 now.
See what you did, Jordan?
When, like, the week after I did that, I was like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. But I was like,
That is one of the dumbest moves I've heard all
I have wide receiver number 1 and wide receiver number 2 in the fantasy league. Overall, this is awesome.
Him do it.
I'm okay with it, honestly.
I actually have, I think, 4 or 5 players in the top 5 of their position. Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks for sleeping in for the draft, and thanks, Jordan, for still not knowing very much
The
about
only
football.
reason why I'm not number 1 is because I slept in.
Me and Mike actually have the same.
Yes.
The only reason why your
4th
5-4 ass is not number 1. Really?
Because I would have picked half the people you got, bro.
Well, anyways, should we finally get into what probably is going to be the largest part about this episode?
Sure.
Okay, guys. It's time to apply some urgency here. The last few days, maybe even the last week, regardless, we've had under 10. We've had single digits for our audience size, and that is just sad. It has absolutely nothing with fans of the podcast, who follows the podcast. Okay, it has very little to do with that. With our size of the podcast right now, we live and die from social media promotion. And since I don't have a set schedule, I either completely forget to post something, or it's what should I post instead of, oh, I have to post this today. Once I can get in the groove of, hey, this is what I have to post today, I'm going to post it, I think we can be a little bit more consistent on social media. With that said, I have an empty Sunday through Saturday schedule. We're going to think about, okay, at the very least, a post every other day, okay? And for the sports pod, we post about it twice a week. I think that'll be a good balance. So, and I'm only talking about posts on the podcast specific accounts, like the Sportscast Twitter, the Too Many Words Instagram, and the Scaldstone Facebook. Okay, and then maybe something here and there on Snapchat and TikTok, and yeah, TikTok is definitely a guarantee as well. With that said, I want every single day of the week, one of us sharing either the most recent sports podcast episode or the latest Too Many Words episode. I will be doing both, but before we figuring out who's sharing what on a specific day every single week, let's fill out this Sunday through Saturday. Okay, so Saturday is obviously the episode release. What do we post on that day?
I don't know.
Or do we post nothing because that's the episode release?
Like, straight up, I don't do social media stuff. You can check out my Facebook. I don't post on that.
Okay. Do we have some ideas?
What?
We can do like promos, hints,
A thing.
spam. Okay, so the way I see it is Wednesday. That's the day of the week where the sports podcast comes out.
Yep.
I'd say sports cast promo every single Wednesday, saying, "Hey, we're out, baby girls. Come and get us."
Baby G.
Stuff like that, right? I think that's going to be an easy filler for Wednesdays. That will show up on the Scaldstone Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And since everything's basically shared, right? So like, yes, the sports pod is going to be the brand of the Twitter account. The Too Many Words is going to be the brand of the Instagram account. But guess what? We're the same freaking company. We're going to share each other's shit, okay? We're integrated, okay? We ain't racist. As much as...
Yeah!
As ugly as Mason
No racism
is,
here. Bro, why?
we have
You're
to have
ugly
his
too,
face
dog.
on the page sometimes.
Isaac literally looks like me.
No,
Yes.
not true.
We should start a poll.
No. Please just move on, Isaac.
Okay. So Saturday, that's when the Too Many Words podcast comes out. I think I'm going to stick with having a promo coming out that day, but an hour after the episode release. I think that'll be a good way to get people to be, oh yeah, this new
Sounds
episode
good.
exists, right? So, yeah, there's that. I think actually, let me see. You know what? We'll get to that when we cross it. So yeah, Too Many Words. TMW promo. Okay. What should Friday be? Should Friday be the teaser promo for the Too Many Words podcast?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
said it should be Thursday. Teaser Thursday.
I think Thursday should actually be. So I've done this a couple times on Instagram already, where I take a couple like photos off the internet that hint on the subjects that we take that we look at, and I think that'll be like
No context spoilers.
Yeah, no context spoilers. Yes, sir.
I think that was also pretty clever, honestly.
No context spoiler photos for Thursdays.
And then
Friday is a teaser. So like Friday's gonna be a teaser, and then like the actual promo will be like a funny like capture or.
what would the teaser be then?
That's what I'm thinking. Like
I think you just do two separate segments or sections. Like like few second sections of the episode, and then you decide whichever one's gonna be whichever.
Okay. Okay. I'm thinking.
That's dangerous.
Shut up. You're not Gary. Sunday.
I miss Gary.
Sunday.
Gary actually added me on Facebook today.
Yeah?
That is scary.
That is scary. The things Mason shares sometimes on Facebook.
That's probably why he unfriended you.
I actually don't post that much on social
Wait, he
media.
unfriended you?
I don't know.
Because he used to be friends with him.
Yeah, I just got another friend request from Gary Bach today.
Oh, wait, I mean, like, don't you, like, get a new Facebook every Sunday or something?
No.
As in, like, you get, like, a new Facebook... Like, you have, like, 3 Facebooks, dog.
No, I have one.
Mason.
I have one
I remember
Facebook.
you explaining to Gary, no, don't follow this one with my selfie on it. That's my old one that got hacked.
Okay, I have 2
follow
Facebooks.
this one.
I have 2 Facebooks. One that I had back when I was in high school, but I don't use that one no more, and I have a newer one.
And you just made another Instagram. Crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? Because I don't use Instagram either.
Or
Snapchat.
Well,
You
there's
guys
a
got
reason
me-
for that one.
These 2 actually got me banned off Snapchat, and ever since then I have not used it.
Tuesday, that's the day we record. Should we just do, like...
We could do like a little hey, we're recording an episode promo or something like that, like we've done in the past.
Okay, so... Should we start doing TikTok trends?
You guys can.
Maybe that's something we can employ Kennedy to do.
No.
She's like the intern, the young intern that does all the like
I don't think she's humble enough for that.
the fucking trendy shit. I don't know.
You know how I'm, like, ironically narcissistic?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's, like, actually narcissistic.
Okay.
I could say that. She's my sister. I love her, but I hate her.
Dang. Shot still fired though.
But, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Ah, man. I don't want to post a too many words promo, like, every single, like, back-to-back days. Should I do a promo the day before and then the day after the episode release?
I think that's up to you, bro.
Jordana?
I'm thinking maybe do
I actually like that idea. The day before and then the day after.
yeah.
And then we
okay.
just share the hell out of it on the day it comes out. Yeah? Okay.
That'll
okay.
work.
Yeah, Saturday, share episode on all platforms. And honestly, that might be the day that all 3 of us also share the episode on our personal accounts. And that's including, like, Instagram and Facebook. Okay? We
Like
just
cats.
max out the share the episode.
I got like over 2,000 people on my Facebook.
Dope.
Great.
Cool.
I don't know.
Spread the
over
word.
Half of them.
That's all right. Maybe they'll just check us out. Like, what the fuck is this?
Okay,
Oh,
so
what
yeah. TMW promo. Sunday, TMW promo. Okay. Monday. I think that's like... What do you think? Spam? Spam post?
Sure.
Spam post Mondays. Oh, wait a second. How about this? The website. We gotta make the website significant, right? How about every Monday we share something new about what's going on the
I
Skull
say we
Stone?
just put the like logo on.
Why don't we
like,
shout out the
promo.
website on Sundays?
What?
Maybe
Why don't we
fun.
shout out the website on Sundays? Shout out Sunday.
I don't think we really need to like advertise the website specifically. I'd say, like I said, I think just put it on every promo we do.
It is.
Then I don't think there's any more need for it.
You sure?
Yeah, personally, that's my thoughts. Like, as long as people see that it exists and like they're seeing it, like it's part of the promo. It's getting promoted, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. TikTok Tuesday.
Yep. Sounds good.
Fuck, dude.
We need someone to like tell us what's trending right now.
What's
That's why I said Kennedy.
I'm looking for a yellow bone, long hair star, and then that's just me at the beginning.
What about my
That
girlfriend?
says guy who thinks he's the star of the pod, but he just talks too much.
My girlfriend's always on TikTok.
And then the second one is guy who doesn't talk very much in the podcast because he doesn't want to edit.
That's not. I mean, I also don't want to interrupt you. You get on these
tangents.
Tangents. And
Yeah.
it's
I'm
fun
a
to
bit-
just sit and watch it just go.
I'm a bit of an old man when I kind of like complain about shit sometimes.
Definitely.
All right, are we done talking about that now?
What's on Monday? Spam?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. Now, second layer to all this.
Fuck.
Uh,
There's other things I want to do regarding this episode.
okay, who wants to share the podcast on Sunday? That'll be sharing it 2 days in a row. Okay, so like this. You don't have to share it on Saturday on your personal, but you have to share it on Sunday on your personal. So whoever takes Sunday doesn't have to share it on Saturday. That's definitely not going to be me. I'll be sharing the shit out of this.
I guess I could do Sunday.
I want you to know, Mason, every single second that you devote to this podcast, it's a small correlation, but it
The
correlates. It's also going to help the sports podcast.
It is.
So,
Even though Tori
Mason
hates me.
shares episode. Okay. Monday. Wait, Sunday. That's football.
Yes, well, I'll just promote it with the Bears.
Okay, how about this? Mason shares sports episode.
We still have to get into the stats, and we have to shout out the t-shirt.
Jordan, you want to take Mondays for sharing the episode?
Sure, I don't care. No promises because like
Moody Mondays.
my schedule, my work was schedule. I could
What do you
probably
mean your schedule? Just go to Spotify, press the share button, click Instagram.
could probably set a reminder in my calendar.
Yes, set a reminder on your reminders app.
A
weekly reminder.
It never fucking worked.
What do you mean?
My reminders app never works for me. It never sends me a reminder.
Tell Siri to do it. She'll do
Yeah,
it.
I know. I've done that several times.
Really?
It never sends me shit.
That's stupid.
Like it'll send it to me, but it won't like
The,
alert it or anything.
There's like no notification noise for it, but there's a notification drop down.
I don't look at my phone that much.
Well, then set it for 8 a.m., baby girl.
When you wake up.
Yeah. So yeah,
Jesus.
Mason, he's gonna share the sports podcast on Sunday.
Yeah. Well,
Jordan's gonna share the Too Many Words podcast on Monday. I'm gonna share the Too Many Words podcast on Tuesday. And then Mason and I will share the sports podcast on Wednesday. You hearing that, Mason?
What?
You and I will share the podcast episode on Wednesday when it comes out.
Me and you. Okay. On Wednesdays.
Yes, sir. So,
Yes, sirski.
and then Thursday, Mason,
What's up?
this is where you share the Too Many Words episode. Okay? So you're going to share the sports episode on Wednesday and Sunday, but you're going to share the Too Many Words episode on Thursdays.
Okay.
I don't know if this is really interesting or boring, us talking about this.
Oh, it's
but
incredibly boring.
Oh, it's probably boring to everybody.
I don't know. I think it's insightful, almost, you know?
Are these the same discs that your copy has?
Most likely.
Okay.
They look like them. But, you know what? Okay, so like Friday, I'll share it.
I've already shared. I'm sharing 3 days.
Yes.
It's other
So
people's turn.
that is the social media schedule, okay?
Woohoo!
For there to be... See, what's discouraging is that nobody gives a shit about the Scald Stone Facebook page. Like, at all. Which is why I've been discouraged to,
Honestly,
like, post on it, really.
The biggest thing I would likely share is the Facebook page because I'm on Facebook the most out of anything. I'm never,
Same.
ever on Instagram.
Okay, so,
I'm
like,
on
whenever
Facebook more
whenever
than
you
anything else.
share it, just share it on Facebook.
I'll share it to Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
I'll
I'll
be
share it
on
to Facebook and
TikTok.
Instagram. Jordan has like a stronger following presence, or at least people who interact with him on Facebook the most. He gets.
I have the highest following count on TikTok.
I don't really.
I don't do TikTok.
I don't really have interaction on Facebook the way you do almost. I don't know why. But, like, whenever I share anything remotely related to the podcast, people don't give a shit.
I noticed that. I saw that story that you posted. That made me laugh, actually.
Oh, like the friggin' Sprite bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's spasticated.
Okay, fine.
That word was not allowed on here, and I know
Okay,
that.
then freaking bleep it.
Bleep.
I can do that, but I don't want to.
Whatever.
Anyways, let's shout out that T-shirt, baby girl.
T-shirt.
Alright.
Hang on.
Alright.
T-shirt time.
All right, Isaac. How do you get the T-shirt?
How do you get the t-shirt?
How do you get the T-shirt?
Email the podcast.
Email the podcast?
Email
What's the email address?
What's the email? Oh, too many words podcast@gmail.com. What
Okay.
else you want to know?
What's got to be in the email?
What's got to be in the email? Oh, 3 images, a screenshot of each. You're subscribed to us on YouTube at Skullstone Productions. You're following us on Spotify at Too Many Words Podcast, and you're also following our Instagram at Too Many Words Podcast. You just gotta have 3 screenshots of proof in the email to show that you're supporting us. And
What else?
What else? Oh, okay.
Don't forget the shirt size.
You know, this is about a shirt, right? Give us a shirt size, okay? Tell us if you're skinny or a fat ass, okay? I don't care. Okay, we don't discriminate. Look at the size of this guy right here. Okay? We make sizes for him too. Anyways, give us your mailing address. We wanted to get this to you, okay, baby girl?
That's what I was telling you. Hurry up. It was a Snapchat. You'll get it.
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That going
that
to
was a
someone
live
specific.
post, I guess.
Great job,
Yes,
guys.
I was going to someone specifically. I'm sorry.
But anyways, let's go over the anchor stats.
And
you
it
have-
gives some more meat on the bones. I can go over the YouTube stats too.
So, do you have a couple go-tos for the YouTube stats? Because I feel like once a month we'll go over everything. How about that? Yeah. The first episode of every month we'll go over everything. So we did that 2 episodes ago, yes?
Sure.
So in 2 more weeks we'll go over everything statistically. But have a couple go-tos on what you want to tap on. What is the most interesting for you, the YouTube stats, and I'll do the same for this. So, on Anchor, so for these, this is for platforms all across Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. We have a total of 206 plays. We have officially passed the 200 listening milestone, guys, and I think that is worth celebrating. At least a small celebration. Plays per episode still stands at the low teens at 13, but we've been really struggling with audience size, and as previously mentioned in this entire episode, that is not on the people who love this podcast. This is not on the people that support it on the podcast. This is 100% me slouching on the social media because personal life just gets to you and you just don't really remember. If
You've
you
had
don't
a
have,
very busy.
If you don't have a set schedule, you just tend to forget things. That's just normal, okay? Which is why I use my reminders app all the friggin' time. With that said, audience size of 9, 206 total plays, 13 plays per episode. Let's take a look at the most recent episode and how that one's doing. Episode 11, 10 Car Garage, has 9 plays so far. That's pretty cute. Pretty cute. 9 plays, audience size of 9. That just makes sense. Jordan, tell us about some YouTube stuff.
All right, past 28 days, we're sitting at 1.7 thousand views over the past 28 days.
Wow.
Watch time at 12.7 hours the past 28 days. And 2 subscribers the past 28 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, that's like the same 28 days, isn't it?
I mean, it
It's
was...
good,
The last
right?
time we did that was like 14 days ago.
Oh, my goodness,
so,
you're
like,
so right.
Probably longer than that, even, actually. That was probably 3 weeks
Yeah, we
ago,
got
actually.
14 subscribers. Hey!
That may have actually been 3 weeks ago since we did that last. So,
Wild.
yeah, that's all I wanted to go over.
All right.
We don't need to go over all the juicy stuff yet.
So, let's see. As been plugged throughout this episode, you can find us on Instagram at Too Many Words Podcast. Find us on Facebook at Skullstone Productions. Find us on TikTok at Skullstone Productions. Find us on YouTube. YouTube recently has come out with this feature where you can have a handle.
Yeah.
So our handle is Skullstone. Simple as that.
Okay.
I almost wanted to do something super uber simple. Kind of like when someone has like a super simple handle on TikTok. That's almost kind of special. But I didn't really know what to do without discussing it with you. We might still have time to change it. But yeah, as long as handles are still kind of a new thing, we might need to get our hands on something that's super easy to look up. Stone. I don't know. Stoned.
Words.
Too many.
No, just words.
TMW. Whatever it may be. Right now, it's at Skullstone on YouTube. And just in case I've forgotten anything, everything can be found on the website that supports us all, theskullstone.com. As you guys know, I'm a writer. I have some writing works on there. Go read it up. And if you don't like reading, we got once a month me narrating anything that may be on there. Also, what should I narrate off of the website for this month? Should I do some homework? Should I do Bayo Chapter 1?
Don't do Bayo yet.
Don't do it yet. Also, I need to add, you know what? Forget it. I'll put that at the front of the episode for a future episode so people actually hear this part. But so Project Bayo, the idea was never for it to be an actual complete book. It was in book form until I knew how to write a script. Knew how to format a script.
Yeah, but
and
then
so
it kind of turned into a book, right?
It kind of just turned into a book just for the sake of having it on paper, recorded. So the plan is I have a prologue, and then I have 3 chapters written out. And then that's forever on the internet for anybody that's like, this kid's a really good storyteller. This kid's a really good writer. This kid's got really good creativity. Maybe someone can pay me to finish the book, or someone can pay me to make it a short film, or help them turn it into some sort of adaptation.
Submit it to...
But as soon as those are written out in book form for the first 3 chapters, it will then be converted into some sort of script for me to keep and nobody else to steal. Okay, it's not going to be on the website. It's just... It's there to let you know that it exists in chapters.
Submit it to Netflix. They'll give you a TV show.
What?
Submit it to Netflix. They'll give you a TV show.
They give everybody a TV show nowadays.
It took that guy who made Squid Game. He was trying to make that a show for like 10 years.
Oof.
You know what you should actually do, though?
What?
Once you actually complete your screenwriting course, actually do that. Actually submit it to Netflix. And
here's the thing. I know we're kind of getting into some unrelated stuff. Like we just did the closer and stuff, but this is nowhere close to our longest episode. What I learned, honestly, I still really need to talk about my first experience at Comic-Con. Because I learned so much from that day. Des Moines Con, yeah. My first anything of Comic-Con. But I learned so much that night when it comes to getting a job or getting connections and what my journey should be. I asked a guy, a legitimate artist for Magic the Gathering cards. I'm like, how'd you land a gig like that? Well, I just kept on sending them my resume and emailing them, and I didn't stop until they said yes. So, in a world where you cannot harass girls like that, you can certainly harass companies like that.
oh yeah,
It's because, truth be told, sometimes they just don't see that shit. And truth be told, even if they do see it, there will be a day where they're like, fine, what's this kid got? And, yeah, as you mentioned, a screenwriting course. I don't exactly have a screenwriting course in my future at DMAC.
I thought you were taking one.
I am taking a video production course next semester, and then I'm taking an intro to film course in the summer.
What's your writing course right now then?
Composition 1, like the intro to writing.
Okay.
And I'm taking Composition 2 next semester as well.
Okay, that's good enough.
But you know, I in my journey at DMAC, I will take quite a few movie and writing related courses, and honestly, that should give me credible knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not exactly a screenwriting class or directing class, but those will definitely be classes that I will cover in whatever university I may go after this. But yeah, I really, really want to cover my trip to D&D and Comic Con. To Comic Con. But hey, guys, this is going to be the episode before Thanksgiving. Next episode will be a more heavy Thanksgiving episode. That will be the holiday special for Thanksgiving. But Kemi, leave it to the Too Many Words podcast to get a Kenyan girl for an American holiday episode. But she will tap on like what Kenyan feasts are gonna be.
I think it'll be interesting to see her perspective.
But since Mason's here, let's have like a quick tidbit on what are we thankful for? Since this is our podcast, we'll have another thing that we're thankful for. There's endless lists of what we're thankful for. But Mason, what are you thankful for, brother? Actually, let's change this up real quick. There's no dedication to episode.
I'm dedicating this episode to someone. So.
We're gonna be thankful for whoever or whatever.
I was literally about to lead into that.
What?
I was literally about to lead into that.
Yeah? Okay, cool. So. Do we do what we're thankful for and then a dedication to the podcast episode? Okay.
I'm
Mason, what are you thankful for, brother?
My girlfriend and my son.
Yeah? Okay. And what's this episode go out to?
Old Spice.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's valid.
No, I don't want... If I would sponsor anybody, bro, I'd sponsor Nike. Because Nike's my favorite brand.
I don't think you get it. But, yeah, moving on. Jordan, what are you thankful for, brother?
I'm thankful for my career opportunities.
Heck yeah. And what's this episode go out to?
This episode, it goes out to... So, in my life, I've known 3 Devons. It's weird. They've all been pretty close friends of mine. This episode goes out to the first Devon friend of mine that I ever made. He was a friend of mine I made at in the Quad Cities area, and he was a really cool dude. I haven't talked to him in like years again, and yeah. So this episode goes out to you.
Was there something wrong with you when you were young? You have a horrible friend retention list.
I moved a lot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did.
Yep.
And people were like, thank God that kid's not here anymore.
Yep.
Damn. Sorry.
Isaac! What are you thankful for?
What am I thankful for? Oh, what am I thankful for? Honestly, I almost kind of jinxed it when I said this was the best year of my life. But I am thankful for my girlfriend. Honestly, I'm not even going to hint at what happened to her and her family, but I will say, as bad as she thinks that she is doing, her and her whole family are doing really well, considering what happened. In my eyes, it's one of the worst things that can happen.
Yeah, this episode goes out to Hannah.
I am thankful for everything that she's done for me. She packed my lunch for work today. She even left a note in it saying drink water and not tea. I think she thinks I'm getting fat. But she is honestly an angel, and I love her entirely, and I am thankful for her. And that's why I'm in Ames all week, because I'm just trying to be the most supportive boyfriend I can. And I guess I will also dedicate this episode to her as well.
I dedicate it to her too.
Yeah. Love you, babe, but amen on 3?
Amen on 3.
1, 2, 3.
Amen.